All praises due to the Most High family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching episode 22 of, is that right? Of Kaiju number 8. I believe this is the penultimate episode of the season, the second to last episode of the season, and I'm upset. Can we get a 24 episode season for Kaiju? I know the source material is not extra long, so maybe it's not possible that next season is a 24 episode season, but damn, bro, I'm needing more episodes this season. So Kaiju number 9's attack has commenced. We in the thick of it. And at first we was getting overwhelmed, right? Because they was popping up here, there, over there too. They was popping up everywhere. And at first we kind of thought, hey, he kind of targeting, some critical areas, some important infrastructure that we have to keep safe. You feel me? That's what we thought at first, because they popping up everywhere. And we kind of nervous, but then this episode we open up, and man, Ashido is... Ashido, right? Because here's the thing. Everybody got their specialties. And, we all know that, dang, what's his name? Hosina. Hosina's like Kaiju Levi, right? Like, so he agile, he mobile, he quick, and he do really well with smaller Kaiju because he got his blades and he quick and he's strong, right? And that's his expertise. So he really has nothing for a super massive Kaiju. Whereas his captain, the 3rd Division captain, Kafka's best friend, Ashido, her specialty, especially when you see what she using in this episode, her specialty definitely ain't no small, strong, compact Kaiju. She does really well with the really big, the supermassive Kaiju. But her newest weapon, I mean, we knew she was using long-range weapons from last season, but this one's bigger than we've seen. And she is sniping supermassive Kaiju from 20 kilometers away. I meant to do that math before I started recording this reaction. But family, 20 kilometers gotta be like what? Like 10 miles or something, ain't it? Hold on. Family, that's about 12 and a half miles that she is sniping these Kaiju from. Like, that's really like, we all know Japan is an island. It's really not that big. I'm from Texas, so we can be confused as to how big, a whole country may be compared to a state like Texas. But that's like a whole city away that we talking about. Almost 13 miles? That with traffic can be like a 20-minute drive. And she's sniping supermassive Kaiju from that type of distance, like nailing them with ease. And she hit a power output of 94%. I'm going on to say, and at first when I saw her doing this, I thought, you know what? Maybe she's the second strongest. But she's on the same tier as Nanami. It's just that Nanami is equipped. We seen him handle a massive Kaiju, and then we also saw him fight Kaiju number 9, who's not a supermassive Kaiju, right? So he's just more versatile, and can fight a supermassive kaiju and a regular sized kaiju. But let's put some respect on Ashido's name. She is right there with him. She is 1B. She is not number 2. Okay? And so that was impressive. Now we move on though, because we realize once we handled that first wave of supermassive kaiju, or really when Ashido handled them, this is when we realize, oh man, there's a second wave. And this second wave is crazy because they're all, I forgot what kaiju number 8's fortitude level was. I want to say it was 9.6. Maybe it was 9.8, but I don't think it was quite 10. But all of these kaiju in the second wave are over 9.0, which is enough to give you a number, right? Like the main character Kafka, he's kaiju number 8. The main antagonist, kaiju number 9. We know that the suit that we turned, the kaiju number 10 that we turned into a suit to give to Hosina, right? Like, you have to be over 9.0 at minimum to get a number. So now we've got kaiju 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 pulling up. And the lower the number, the lower the fortitude, right? Like, it's not the order that you appear in. We go by the level of your fortitude. So that matters in a second, because look, I mean, we got some crazy matchups going on. Right. So the second wave is 9.0 and up, and we see Kikoru have a crazy matchup. Now, thankfully, this is kaiju number 15, so it is the weakest one. But again, family, any kaiju that is strong enough to have its own number, like, requires usually multiple captains. Now, keep in mind, Kikoru is a rookie. It just so happens to be that her parents were like 2 of the most legendary recruits of all time. So she, at this point, may be considered captain level. She's very impressive, but normally this type of kaiju requires multiple captain, cooperation. And they all have their individual ranked kaiju assignments. Nanami, the platoon leader that he just assigned, Kikoru, Hosina, like it's all of them have their own individual. And what's crazy that kaiju number 9 did is he assigned them, he matched them to their detriment. He put us at a disadvantage because he did his studying and preparation and sent the kaiju that was most effective against that kaiju defense force soldier. And so all the kaiju have the advantage, right? Like the example for Nanami, the one that Nanami got to fight, because they know that Nanami got 3 kaiju weapons. He got his gun/sword, he got his suit, and he got his contacts. And so his kaiju said, well, I know your contacts allowed you to read electrical movements and basically predict like how my body gonna move, but it can't read water movement. And so that's what this kaiju specialized in, right? So it's a problem. We're at a massive disadvantage. The platoon leader for Division 1, she was getting messed up. And so Kafka had to save her at the end. Really, nobody was winning. By the time this episode ends, nobody's winning their matchup. We're all at a disadvantage. It looks terrible. And then you telling me that we only got 1 episode to flip this situation or to resolve this? Like, I think it's going to be more BTA in the direction of us. We getting BTA from the kaiju. And we're going to be left with this crazy cliffhanger for season 3. But we in trouble, family. For real, for real.